octagon representing France. Ladies and gentlemen, representing French top team. He brings to the octagon 11 fights, 7 wins with 5 losses. Please welcome once again, Moise Rimbon. And his opponent prepared to do damage here inside the octagon, representing both Brazil and the UK. Fighting out of the Wolf's Lair Academy, he brings to the octagon 13 fights, 12 wins with only 1 loss. Please welcome Henrique Chocolate Nogueira. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself for action inside the octagon. Okay. All instructions. Well, making sure they get enough space before the battle commences inside the octagon. Seconds out. Round 1.
Moise looks eager.
Yeah, they both look eager. Some wild strikes as well. They're both quite big lads.
Well, both of them, I think, can fight a light heavyweight, but this is a heavyweight fight here tonight. Moise came in probably around 95 kilos, but he has fought at under 93 before.
Yeah. I think he's probably looking for the strikes as well, because he's up against Henrique, who's a black belt from Brazilian top team, so should have some serious skills on the ground.
Moise, he's no slouch on the floor either. He's gone to a decision with Fabrizio Verdum in submission grappling,
which is pretty impressive.
Well, Fabrizio, I think he came second last year in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, yeah. Henrique's quite a sweet grappler, though.
Maybe that's why they call him Chocolate.
I think that's probably the case.
Well, he's trying to get back to his feet there, but another nice takedown there by Henrique.
Yeah, but I don't think he's been active enough on the ground. I mean, if he's going to pass guard, then he needs to be working to pass guard. At present, he's getting it to the ground, and it's just holding the fight up, really.
I'm going to be honest, I think that he's probably come here and not expected to see somebody of Moise's grappling ability. I think he came here and he thought, I'm Brazilian, I'm a black belt, I'm going to go to Europe, I'm going to beat everybody.
I think that's quite often the case, actually, and you know, in this particular fight, it's not. Neither fighter being particularly active. I'd guess that Mark's probably going to stand this up pretty soon.
Which is ideal for Moise. Moise, while he comes originally from a wrestling and a grappling background, he's worked really hard on his striking this last few years, even gone and fought some kickboxing matches in France.
Yeah, he's also been in with some good fighters. He's Mark Iron Jaw Epstein.
Moise beat Iron Jaw, as you like to call him, in a totally decisive fashion. Took him down, Kimura him. I think it took him about 2.5 minutes.
That's impressive, that, because one of the key things Mark's got is incredible durability, incredible toughness. I mean, when he's fought Mike Bisping in the past, he basically got punched in the head for 2 rounds and
just kept going.
Yeah, just keep going. Hence me calling him Iron Jaw. I think very impressive. But this fight,
we see Moise taking top position there. You saw the little leg lock he was working on there. I don't think he had any idea about finishing his opponent, but it just wanted to bother him enough to make him not think about that reversal.
Yeah, he's in half guard now, which again I think is a superb position for a striker. If he can free that arm, pin it with his leg.
I think this is where we might see the difference between a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu player or a grappler and a mixed martial artist. I'd expect already we're seeing Moise is throwing a few strikes. Not a lot, but definitely more than what Chocolate was.
He's now into a mount position if he can keep that control.
Yeah,
back into half guard.
Manages to retake half guard. He's showing his black belt ability right now, Nogueira.
Yeah, I think he's controlling this ground game so he doesn't take too much damage, but you know, Moise is still throwing a few chopping elbows. They're not doing too much damage, but they're going to score points.
Absolutely, they score points. I mean, he's got that reversal, he's got the top position, he landed a couple of strikes standing before he went to the ground.
Yep.
I'd have to put my head right now.
You've got to put him ahead. I think he needs to be a bit more active now.
Well, absolutely. Mark's not going to leave them here all night.
Yeah. I just think
even if he is doing damage, I mean, he's throwing those elbows, but needs to break that grip with Nogueira's and just really lay down some leather on it.
Especially towards the end of the round, I think it's important to finish the round with an exclamation mark, really.
That's what the judges remember. They remember the end of every round and the beginning of every round.
Exactly.
It's what makes all the difference.
Mark's getting to a point where he's probably going to start looking at standing them up.
You see Anthony Rode and Gregory Bouchlag there in Moise's corners. Two of France's best grapplers.
Yeah, I mean...
we saw Greg fight earlier on today. We know what he's capable of. What's interesting is Anthony is in the same weight category as him, and in competition, in grappling competitions, they're 50-50.
Superb.
They have a win each this year alone.
Excellent.
Oh, you see now, this is a very interesting noise. He loves those heel hooks. I would say if he's going to win by submission, it's going to be with a heel hook.
He's in position,
and loves those heel
Chocolate
hooks.
is fighting the pain there. You can see it on his face. He's quite grimaced.
It's slipping off a little there. I think the sweat's already starting to make a difference.
I've noticed he sinks that heel hook at his elbow rather than behind the wrist, which is quite difficult to keep grip.
Yeah, he switched to the other side here. He's still trying to work the inside heel hook. Possibly an illegal kick in the face right there. Well, you could argue that Chocolate was on his feet. Saved by the bell?
I think so, saved by the bell, but I think that also gives the exclamation point that we needed on the round. And I think Moise probably takes that.
That's a decisive round for Moise.
I think so. I notice in Henrique's corner you've got one of the Carter brothers. They run all the grappling up at Wolf's Lair.
Two very qualified grapplers as well.
Definitely.
Solid fighters, big, solid Brazilian guys, both Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts.
Yep.
Certainly got a lot of meat up there in the Wolf's Lair gym. All big guys.
Yeah, we once had an invite from the Northern Cartel to go and train, but we average around about 70, 75 kilos. They average about 95 kilos, so...
I don't think there'll be any team competitions going on just yet.
No, I think they were looking to feed us to junior.
Well, they've got somebody else here now, even bigger than junior. We've got Zuna Zino here. Maybe he needs some nourishment too.
Here we go. I'm hoping to see some fireworks from Moise now.
I'm really hoping to see him explode on the feet right now. I mean, it's obvious that he's got a better boxing pedigree. I mean, while he's not a striker naturally, he's not Chocolate looks totally lost there when it comes to the striking. You saw him throw some wild strikes. His hands are out low already. His chin is high. I
think he's typical BJJ player where he uses his strikes basically to get into distance. Great knee to the body and drop Chocolate there.
And it's over. An excellent win for Moise.
Great win, great finish.
That's 2 wins for the French top team so far. Of 3 fighters that are going to be fighting tonight.
I think 2-1's a fair score for you.
So impressed by Moise?
Yeah, especially seeing as that, to be honest, he's quite light for a heavyweight fighter.
But Moise isn't a heavyweight fighter. He's a light heavyweight fighter. There's no doubt about it. He doesn't even need to cut weight.
Yeah.
Or more than a kilo or 2 to be a light heavyweight fighter. But he wanted to fight this weekend. A fight came up at the last minute. He said, "I'll fight heavyweight. You give me a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, I'll fight him.
Great.
He's 10 kilos heavier than me. I'll fight him."
Well, it's good that he's got the win then, because I mean that's a fighter's mentality. To get in and fight whoever's in front of him. Sometimes they shouldn't do, but in this case, he's got out, he's put it on the line.
So, ladies and gentlemen, very tight, very hardcore contest. Can we give it up for the 2 words, please, initially, before we go on the announcement? Henrique is still looking slightly dazed, but it is, within 30 seconds of the second round, a win through referee stoppage. It goes to Moise Rimbon. Give it up, please, for Henrique, his opponent. respect being shown by both fighters. Careful how he lowers him. Excellent. War when the bell goes, friends when the bell ends. Okay, thank you very much indeed as we rapidly move on to the next bout of the evening.